Posed by Caitlin Clark after her debut in the Unrivaled Basketball League. Remember, this is the same Angel Reese who once boldly claimed that Caitlin wasn't the only reason people tuned into the WNBA. Apparently, Ree thought she was a star attraction too. Fast forward to this new league where Clark isn't even a competitor and Reese still manages to flop harder than a bad. Sequel, her game is weak, her attitude is garbage, her ego is way too big. She had every chance to prove herself on a fresh stage away from Caitlin's shadow, and what does she do? Lose her very...
She got kind of overshadowed by Cameron Brink too. But remember, this girl was picked 4th, right?
My question to you, Angel game, she got kind of overshadowed. What's the excuse now? The spotlight was yours, the competition was manageable, and yet you couldn't deliver. So how exactly are you planning to justify this?
This girl has a chance to become a star, man. In this Unrivaled, make a name.
Disaster, we're all ears, because now you're of a mess remade of the game I can't. 2025, the Unrivaled Basketball Leagues. Debut, big hype, bigger expectations, and the big Lugal Rose Basketball Club was counting on her to deliver, but instead she handed over the win to Vin Basketball Club like it was a housewarming gift.
I can't see that Angel did anything if they didn't show it.
Final score, Vinyl BC 79 Rose, BC 73. Sounds close, right? Nope, that 6-0 gap doesn't show how much of a mess now Ree came into this league with more hype than a Black Friday sale. The next big thing, they said. Turns out the thing was a monumental flop. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Looks decent on paper until you realize she shot under 30%, and those turnovers for critical giveaways, each one a dagger to her team's chances when the game was on. The line raised, didn't step up, she tripped, fumbled, and dragged Rose BC down with her. She's had a bad influence on her team. Fast break opportunities, she had 3 of them, counting them 3 chances to swing the momentum in her team's favor. What did she do? Fumbled them like they were hot potatoes. It was like
her fans are not going to be happy if she's not touching the ball, and you going to have, and maybe that'll be good for the league. Controversy, but the Reese's Pieces not going to be happy if Angel just running up and down the floor.
Watching someone try to carry water in a sieve, pointless, frustrating, and ultimately useless, and defensively don't even get me started. She snagged 14 rebounds, sure, but what good are rebounds when you're a revolving door for the other team's offense? Ryan Howard practically set up camp in the paint because Reese wasn't about to steam slip further and further away. Speaking of Ryan Howard, she gave us a performance.
I'm so excited to join this crew. I mean, I feel like I can pull from everybody on the team. It's coming from leadership, veteran leadership. Lexi brings a lot of defense. I've been playing against Lexi for a while.
So flawless, it made Reese look even worse, if that's even possible. Howard dropped 33 points with a shooting percentage of 55%. That's leadership, that's skill, that's what Angel Reese was supposed to be when the 4th quarter hit and the pressure was on. Howard took over like the boss she is, scoring 10 of her team's final points. Meanwhile, Reese, she was busy being a liability, floundering around and letting the game slip further and further away. Ree, who failed her whole team.
So here go the rankings right here. So they got Lona Owls number 1, Phantom number 2, Foul number 3, Miss number 4, Laces number 5, and you got Rose number 6. Come on, bro. Y'all know damn.
Followed her down the drain, Vene BC's bench outscored Rose BC's by 22 points. The contrast was painful. Viney BC moved the ball like a symphony orchestra. Smooth, coordinated, and unstoppable Rose BC, they looked like they were playing pickup ball at the local YMCA. No strategy, no cohesion, just chaos. The gap in leadership between the two teams was glaring. Howard led by example and inspired her team to step up. Her uncertainty and lack of presence infected her squad, dragging them down. With her BC is ranked in the last Byman. A This wasn't just a bad game for Angel Reese. This was a full-blown humiliation.
She's going to be a problem. She already a thorn in Angel's side because Angel thinks she's the cutest chick in the league.
Exposed every single crack in her game. Turnovers, missed free throws, non-existent defensive stops. It was like a checklist of everything you don't want in your star player. And the worst part, she looked completely unprepared for the big stage. It's one thing to have an off night, but this was something else entirely. It's as if Reese didn't get the memo that this was her chance to prove herself, not to crumble under the pressure. Meanwhile, Vinyl BC flexed on Rose BC from start to finish. The teamwork, the execution, the strategy. It was all there. They didn't just beat Rose BC to expose them as the unorganized mess they are, and Reese, she's at the center of that mess, fumbling her way through what was supposed to be her big moment. She's going to be a team. Angel Reese had something similar. Lead comparing Ryan Howard and Angel. Reese's captains is a total disaster. Ryan Howard's experience as a WNBA super.
Angel Reese had something similar to say about Unrivaled. When Angel was asked about Unrivaled, she said, "I would stay here forever. Everything I need is here, from massages to cold tubs to being able to have resources to workouts and everything."